I have everybody's attention now?
The cancel culture is back. Mandalorian star Gina Carano dropped by Lucasfilm UTA after social media posts. We are going to dig into this story more and see if cancelling her was right or wrong. So here we go. Lucasfilm said Wednesday night that actress Gina Carano, whose Cara Dune character was a regular on its Star Wars series The Mandalorian, is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Carano drew fire for sharing an Instagram post Tuesday night comparing violence against Jews in Nazi Germany to people with conservative political views in the current United States. Her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable, Lucasfilm said. Carano was also dropped by her talent agency UTA. Let's see how other people have reacted. Jennifer here says, I feel like people are so used to being stirred up by political bloggers and influencers that they can't even see the mind games anymore. They just rage here regardless of logic, facts or danger to themselves. Totally agree. And next post she says, even if you don't agree with her or hate her guts, I don't get how people don't see that Disney just poured gasoline on a flame by doing exactly what she was warning about. This will fuel paranoia and division and give every right-wing conspiracy theorist validation. Also, it's just not legal to fire someone for their beliefs any more than you can fire them for their orientation, gender, ethnicity, disability, etc. These laws protect us all. You can't compromise on this just someone you don't like got fired. It can and will backfire. Totally agree. And at the end here, Brandon says, you'd be surprised how often the narrative gets spun. I have no idea what your political leanings are, but do the words, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. Ring a bell at all? That's a topic for a different video. So let's see what Gina said that could be controversial that led to her being fired from Disney Plus. Open up your businesses and churches. Nope, nothing controversial there. Put whatever regulations you want to because that is your right, but open them up. Nothing wrong there. You're telling me COVID-19 knows the difference between a protest or a praise and worship? I haven't even been to church in over a decade, but I sure would go now. No, nothing wrong there. We need to clean up the election process so we are not left feeling the way we do today. Nope, nothing wrong there. Put laws in place that protect us against voter fraud. Investigate every state. Film the counting. Flush out the fake votes. Require ID. Make voter fraud end in 2020. Fix the system. I personally don't see anything wrong there. They're mad because I won't put pronouns in my bio to show my support for trans lives. After months of harassing me in every way, I decided to put three very controversial words in my bio. Beep, beep, bop, boop. I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find less abusive representation. I feel there's nothing that she said that would cause her to get fired from Disney Plus, but this is how it is. But we're not getting to the crux of the matter because, like the date suggests, this was a few months ago. She posted something on her Instagram a couple days ago, which then led to her being fired, and I'm going to show you that very soon in this video. But me personally, reading all these tweets, I don't think she has said anything wrong. She hasn't cited any violence, any hatred of any kind. So I don't understand. Well, I do understand why they fired her, but we'll get to that. So you have Sydney Watson here saying television and film today is garbage. Hollywood is garbage. All it does is push woke agendas, rewrite history, and remake classics that are destroyed by the aforementioned. Sorry that I'm not dumb enough to be impressed by an industry that legitimately hates conservatives. Yep, totally agree there. The Daily Caller social media editor Greg Price commented, Disney was okay with profiting of China's human rights abuses but fired Gina, who was a badass on Mando, at the behest of a woke social media mob because our cultural and cooperative elites are a piece of you know what and deserve your absolute contempt. You can be a genuinely cool person like Gina Carano or Chris Batt, but the woke mob demands you put your pronouns in your bio or they'll come for your head, and corporate America will go along with it because they suck. Yep, totally agree everything that Greg Price said there. And then we have a tweet here that someone says losers in 1865, compares them to the Nazis and compares those Nazis to the MAGA supporters. So we all know where this is leading, where this is going. And on the next picture that I'm going to show you, so we have Pedro Pascal here, who stars in the same show as Gina did in The Mandalorian, and he tweeted a picture which you can see kids behind their kids in cage in Holocaust Germany, and he compares it to the kids in America. Now I think the picture in America, I think the picture in the bottom is like a Palestinian one, it was in America, but regardless, he did something that Gina did, was in a sense compare the Holocaust to what's going now in 2021. And did he get a slap on the wrist? No. So that I don't know, why is it that when one woman who is more like a Trump supporter, she says something and then controversial, then she gets fired? But however, Pedro Pascal does the same thing and nothing happens. I mean, is that fair? That's not really fair. And I think this just explains everything that's wrong in the woke culture. It's like when the left do it, there's nothing to see here. Nope, nothing to see here.
Come on, nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
So why did Gina really got fired? I'm going to show you the Instagram post right now. This is the reason why she really got fired. It says the Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for the political views? Now, I know someone who can answer this, none other than Ben Shapiro. Take it away.
Who got denigrated based on cultural and religious identity? I don't understand. Is the suggestion that when you say that people should not treat other people the way that Germans treated Jews prior to the Holocaust, that is denigrating Jews in some way? She's saying what happened to Jews is bad. I don't like the comparison because I don't like overall Holocaust comparisons, but is that denigrating? I don't feel denigrated. I'm both culturally and religiously Jewish. In fact, I'm one of the most Jewish people I know. Hard to find people more Jewish than I am. I wear the hat and everything. I do not feel denigrated by Gina Carano's Instagram post.
So that settles that argument. Now, in the past, Disney have done some shady things, like they have the guy named John Boyega in a poster for Star Wars in China where they promoted, they marketed, his picture was small compared to everywhere else because they wanted to please their audience. Just wanted to tell you guys that if you want to help my channel, comment anything, because it'll help the algorithm. Comment, favorite color, whatever. Subscribe if you like what you see. And there is something that I want to show you to end this video. I'm going to play a segment called Pipe Bomb. Also, I'm using this as a metaphor, and the way to end this video will be not other than Magic Noise. Take it away, Magic Noise.
Region.
Thank you, Majid. And just one final question. I'm grateful for all the witnesses attending today, but we do have, we are one witness short. Disney hasn't been able to make the session today. So it's beyond cotton. It's about all involvement in the area of Xinjiang, Majid. And I wonder if you had any message for Disney.
Frankly, Ms. Ghani, am absolutely disgusted by the fact that Disney, in their hubris, have decided not to attend the mother of all parliaments to at least address the accusations against them. And therefore, in their absence, may I, if I have a moment, to tell you what precisely has angered me about Disney. Having previously been a subscriber to the Disney Channel for my child, again feel ashamed that I've consumed a product that Disney themselves have acknowledged publicly and openly in their latest film known as Mulan, that was filmed in a region that has been cleared out amid these serious allegations of a genocide in Xinjiang. They were filming in a region where we are saying there is a genocide taking place, and they admitted it because at the end of show credits in Mulan, Disney thanks none other than the Turpan security services, who are the very security services that the Uyghur people say have been genociding them, forcing them in factories to be engaged in enslaved labor, harvesting their organs, 13 tons of hair turning up in the United States of America that has been shaved from the heads of Uyghurs. And so Disney, having openly thanked the Turpan security services for allowing them to film in this region, means that they have openly admitted that they are profiting from a genocide. And anyone listening, I ask you to think about that and how it makes you feel. Because on the one hand, forgive me for my language, a bit like a minstrel show, when it comes to the Oscars, they want diversity quotas so people that look like you and me can stand and sing and clap and dance and say how tolerant and diverse they are because they accept people like us in their films. And they put this quota system when it comes to films that are qualified for winning an Oscar. Not Disney, of course, the Oscars are doing this. And yet, the industry itself has apparently very little concern for what's going on behind the scenes and the blood, sweat, and tears that are involved in making these films in lands where the people have been genocided. So as far as I'm concerned, Disney's decision not to attend here today, for me, and I'm no judge, and I can only speak personally, for me is an admission of guilt and complicity in a genocide that is perhaps history's most technologically sophisticated, with 2 million Uyghurs in concentration camps. And I ask everybody listening, do not watch Mulan, do not attend any of its screenings, even if lockdown ends. And personally, if Disney does not swiftly address this business of even boycotting a parliamentary hearing on this, I would even encourage everybody to cancel all their Disney subscriptions, and I will be beginning a campaign in the Muslim world to make sure that Muslims are aware that Disney has behaved in this way today.
Thank you, Majid.